Well, we're back with today's girls.
Episode 10.
Episode 10. Let's talk about it. What can we look forward to in episode 10?
Well, I really wanted to touch on dating violence because it's real and it's out there. And I think a lot of parents don't realize that sometimes when they're sending their daughter out that she's at risk. And sometimes teen girls don't talk about it.
Well, yeah, as a father, I'm really interested in what this topic's about. How does that episode go? I understand it's maybe your episode.
Yeah, I'm the one who's being abused in the whole thing. Basically, Taylor is seeking attention, and the way that she finds it is in this guy named Connor. And Connor dotes over her, but also is extremely controlling. And so Taylor will basically do anything to please him because she wants to have a relationship, because in that she puts her worth in a lot of ways. And so it takes a while for her to get the understanding that just because a guy says they love you does not mean that they do. And so her friend Kayla sort of talks some sense into her, but it takes her a while to even understand and grasp that. You don't really see that happen in this episode.
Does he get physical?
Mm-hmm. Really, you'll see.
He's very controlling. He stalks her, and
yeah,
it's just really hard for Taylor to let go of that. And I think it's hard for
she
to
likes
deal with
the kind side of the I love you, I'll be with you forever, all that side of it. But then the rest of it she's trying to just ignore, but she doesn't realize that that is wrong for him to abuse her or hurt her or control her. That's not what love looks like.
It's a hard thing to get out of.
it. Is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dating violence is very difficult.
Yeah, because you're trapped. You kind of feel emotionally trapped.
Exactly.
Well, what do you do? I mean, what does Taylor do? Without giving away the whole story, because we want people to watch the episode.
Well,
She gets through it okay.
She makes a decision that it isn't a healthy relationship, and that's when I talk to the parents. That's what the information sheet is. What does a healthy relationship, dating relationship? Is he controlling her? So I encourage parents to find out who she's dating, spend time with that person, and watch how he interacts with their daughter. It's important to know who they're dating and who she's going out with.
Well, what happens if the girl doesn't bring the guy by the house or introduce him to the family? How do you encourage that?
Well, usually, if she's dating somebody seriously, the parents are going to know who. I would think that they would take time, or they would want to. I know as a parent, I would want to.
invite them over for dinner. Man, just tell your daughter.
Include them into activities and family activities, and just kind of watch how he treats her.
And then watch, then if there's kind of controlling behavior.
Some of the issues that she might happen is that she starts losing her friends. All her time is just consumed on this guy, and what if he calls, she's taking all his calls and just really letting everything else go around her. That's kind of some of the things that you need to watch as a parent.
And girls aren't going to talk about it who are in that situation because they want to hide that side of them. And so it's important to say, well, why don't you invite so-and-so over and then they can have dinner with us or whatever, because that's part of like the parents' thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, now, do you young ladies know girls that this has happened to?
Well, we actually had an assembly on it at my high school just a couple months ago, and it's a very real thing, and you may not realize it, but we got to see texts from this girl's boyfriend, who ultimately ended up stabbing her to death because he was so controlling.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, so we got to see texts that they were the real texts, and he was like, "Why can't you answer the guy that you love? Like, you're not spending enough time with me." He was isolating her. He wouldn't let her hang out with any of her friends. So those are definitely some of the signs.
Yeah, or telling her in the episode, he's telling her what she can wear,
telling her what
and then
she
he
can
checks
wear.
up on her to see if she's really wearing what he told her. So.
But overall, all the topics that we cover are so relevant. It's good.
That's what I was going to ask. This is one story of an ongoing storyline.
It's a serial. Each episode talks about a different issue, and sometimes we don't resolve them, because we might come back to it. Like in Nicole plays Ambria, and Ambria's always getting into trouble and getting herself into jams.
She's always in trouble.
But she, she gets in a situation where, you know, she starts gossiping, or they think she's the gossip girl on a blog, which she really isn't. But, and then
we don't know who it is.
the rest of season 1 ends with body image and divorce. We talked on divorce, how parents should handle, you know, sometimes parents put teens right in the middle. And so it's really difficult to be there.
Yeah.
Well, Terry, what's your goal for each of the programs? What do you want to happen?
Well, I want to encourage the teens. And the program is for teen girls, but it's also for parents too, grandparents, or anybody that deals with teens. I want to encourage them that, you know, we all make mistakes and we all need to encourage each other. There are times when we don't get it right, and this isn't about judging, this is about accepting and loving each other through all the mistakes. And so I just want to encourage parents. I mean, I'm a mom, I raised 3 boys, and sometimes I look back and I think, oh, I wish I could just do it over. You just got to let that go, move forward, and do the best you can. And with God's love and encouragement and guidance, I always say, seek Him first in everything that you do.
That's a good way for us to end this interview. Thank you, ladies, for coming and being part of this.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for all
having
your
us.
hard work. I know this is hard work. And Terry, thank you for all of your hard
Thank you.
work.
Thanks.
And we'll trust God to use this in great ways.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
You're welcome.